What is going on, guys? Oop, that was a little close to the camera. Sorry about that. I can get closer. Ah. Oh, all right. Enough goofing around. So today we are actually going to be doing something. So here is a picture of my car. So this car I have dreamt of owning ever since I was a little kid. And well, now I own it. But I want it in Minecraft too. So the past couple days, I have spent hours making these models, as you'll see, two-dimensional figures. Nothing too special about them, other than you'll notice the different types of blocks. Now, I use those different blocks for a purpose. Those different blocks are actually just for being able to count. And as you can see right now, I am currently using the Chisel and Bits mod to collect bits of black wool. Now, one block of black wool will give a lot. Now, I need black wool, and I need blue wool, and I need white wool. Because that's what my car is going to be made out of, is black, white, and blue. So, if you guys want to follow along and see how this goes, and see how any more episodes come about and what other vehicles I throw into Minecraft utilizing the Chisel and Bits mod. And if you want to be able to play these mods yourself, there will be a link in the description down below to my Discord, which has the mod pack, and it will be getting this updated mod pack here shortly. So, if you guys want to continue along and see what other vehicles and what other creations I make in my survival world using the Chisel and Bits mod and other mods such as Create, as you see my nice little power station over there, you should subscribe. I am getting super close to my goal. I have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of October. Now, I am at, last I looked, 867, which puts me at only 133 more subscribers to go. Now, obviously, I can't just, make you guys subscribe, and I won't hit my goal if it's not for you guys subscribing. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below and let me know what other creations you want to see. And potentially you might end up seeing your creations in one of these videos. But for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on breaking down these blocks and getting as many Chisel and Bits blocks as I can. As you see, I have a bit bag, which has 417 of the white wool and currently 464 or 68 of the black wool bits. But I'm going to deconstruct this entire block and this entire block, and then I'm also going to make a blue one. Oh, hey, look at that. I have blue. Wouldn't you know? And I am going to deconstruct this blue block as well. So give me a couple hours, a couple seconds for you guys, but a couple hours for me, and I will have these blocks deconstructed, and we will start working on what we need to work on. Now, I've also noticed when you hover over the diamond chisel in your hotbar, it doesn't go away. It just continues to read diamond chisel. Now, that's kind of a bummer. It's really not, but without further ado, I'm rambling on. So I am going to go ahead and, get the clock rolling and start doing what I can do to collect all of these blocks. So I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, as you can see, I have a bag full of bits. Figured out that if you crouch and use your scroll wheel, you can change the way the chisel deletes things. So it made, oh, look at that Enderman. So it made, that's not what that's supposed to be doing. That's still spinning. I don't know what's going on over there. But I have a bag full of bits. I don't think this is going to be enough bits, but it might. But we need to do, it's 139 long by 63 wide. So if we start, say here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to place 139 and then the 63, and I'll see you guys when that's done. All right, so this is roughly how long and wide the car is going to be. Now, I did this just so that it's easier for me to keep track of like all of my numbers and whatnot, and that way I get everything the way that I want it to be. That used little over 200 blocks to do that. Now, this block bag, or this chiseled bit bag, is awesome. It auto refills. As long as you have it in your hotbar, it auto refills it for you. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and actually get started on... Wow, I managed to place that right on the edge. We're actually going to go ahead and get started on actually making this car. You like my little drive? Made a little sloped driveway there out of chiseled blocks, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on actually building this thing. So enjoy the time lapse of me figuring out all of the outlines. All right, guys, so it is now currently 3 o'clock in the morning, so it is bedtime for the night. I'm going to have to hold off on completing it until tomorrow. Well, completing it. I have, in fact, finished one side. Just look at the massive scale of this thing. This is by far one of the biggest and most detail-oriented builds that I have ever done. So as you see, I mean, I got the brake lights, I got the cover back there. Now, some of this stuff will move, like that cover there that you see right here. This goes over the license plate on the back of the car. That will move. And this window will probably end up getting adjusted to where it's just across the back because it's not really supposed to be visible. The roof will probably wind up a little shorter, and same with the front window here, the windshield. That one will probably be moved as well. Now, these are all filled in with glass blocks here. As you can... Did I not fill... Oh, I haven't filled that in with glass blocks yet. What? I thought I filled that in already. Okay, so now I got to fill this in with glass blocks. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up the window on this, because the driver's side, the window is actually going to be down so that I can get into it. So that I'll be able to like walk up a step or something and jump into it and actually sit inside of it. That is the plan, at least. So that is the goal for the driver window. Now, the passenger window can be halfway rolled up. Not too worried about that. Now, I will eventually end up throwing some sort of barn or garage around it. Now, as you see, I mean, it's away from that edge. So I will eventually end up throwing something around it. What? I'm not quite sure. So if you guys have any suggestions on builds that I should put around it, like garage-wise or barn-wise, let me know in the comments. So I'm going to finish up this window real quick. As you see, this takes forever. I started building this at 11 p.m. and it's currently 3:11 a.m. So like I said, it takes a lot to do. I'll break that one out there. That should be good. That should have completed that window. And now this entire right side, the whole passenger side, is technically complete. Now, granted, these will pop out a little more. As you see, it's just like, it's technically two-dimensional or three-dimensional because it does pop out into it. But it will eventually end up, you know, bubbling out when I get the back side and the front side put on with it. But I will continue this build in the morrow because I am very tired, and this has taken a very long time just to get to this spot. So I will see you guys in a couple hours when I wake up and am actually able to get back to building this. So it'll be a couple seconds for you, but it'll be a couple hours for me. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to seeing the rest of this video, and I look forward to making the rest of it. All right, guys, so I have spent the last couple hours getting these wheels to the proper dimensions. As you see here, they're actually three-dimensional now on this side. It looks a little odd, honestly. Seeing it that way is a little weird. But I am now working on, as you see here, I've got this little area built up. I'm going to start hopefully actually getting the bug looking the way that a bug's supposed to look, or the way that the bug's supposed to look. So as you see up here, I've got this is the height that the actual roof is going to be in the center point, because it's going to bubble out to it, and then this is where it needs to bubble down to. So that's where it's going to start and build up to that height once we get to the actual middle portion. As you see, the wheels here are only half tall. A little less than half tall, I guess you could say, because I believe that that's the only height that they need to be. You won't be able to see anything underneath the car from out here once it's all actually built up. And that way, if you do, hey, I missed it. That way, if you do see it, you're not going to be like, hey, wait a minute. those wheels aren't complete. They're, for the most part, complete the way that I need them to be. So I'm going to try to knock out a little while getting the front built. There will be a time lapse of that coming up here shortly. And then I will do a time lapse of the back. Now, I will do the other side myself without having it be time lapsed because it's not really necessary, because you saw me build this other side and get it all set up. So you guys should be all right with me not showing a time lapse of the other side. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but eventually I do plan on being able to sit in this thing. And if you look at the height difference, I'm kind of short. But if we go back to our person, go into our inventory, put a normal tool in our hand, you can see the top of the block is there, which is a little lower than what that wheel is, but should be fine. So I'll have like a floorboard that runs all the way across this level of it, because that's only half a block there. That way I can actually sit inside of it, because let me sleep real quick. What I'm thinking is, if I have that block sticking out right there, which should be right there. If I have a floorboard sticking out right here, obviously I'll do the floorboard different color. The actual interior on mine is black. But if you look, that puts me about window height. So that should be a good spot for my character to be sitting in a seat. So if we were to run over to this real quick. Okay. There we go. If we run over to this seat real quick, sorry about that, and grab out my wrench, pick it. Can't pick that up with a wrench? Oh, wait, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's weird. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and grab my axe, put that back in my normal inventory, grab this seat. We'll see. Okay, I need to put a couple blocks out here. That way I should be able to, or no, I won't be able to mount it there because of the fact that this is inside, the wall is inside this block, so I'll have to come all the way out to the next block. So if I bring this out, as you see, it takes a long time to run chisel and bits because of the fact that the bits are. So if I throw it there, should be able to sit in it. I mean, I'll be a little way away from the window, which I don't really like. So I might push the doors out to the outside so that they're not sunk in. I mean, I would like them to stay sunk in, but in order to be able to sit closer to the window, I'm probably going to have to push them back out. But as you see there, it puts me pretty well at window and windshield height. So I should be able to sit in this no problem. Now, because Create is not compatible currently with Chisel and Bits, I am going to not be able to use it as an actual contraption. Hopefully one day it will be compatible and I'll be able to use it on a contraption along with the other vehicles that I plan on building. But until that day, it's just going to be a decoration sitting here. So let's quit rambling on and actually get to hopefully finishing up this build. So the time lapse you're going to see the perspective of my camera as opposed to the other one, because my wife's computer was having issues. So we had to reset it. So now we're working on re-downloading everything that we need to be able to record and whatnot. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. Hopefully for like the back, I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. But for now, the time lapse will be from the front perspective. So I will see you guys on the flip side. Guys, so last time you saw me, I was working on the front of the bug. Now, here's the kicker. I went ahead and finished the front off. You see how it's rounded off there. As you'll see, the side got moved back, so I had it too far out, as you saw in the last how time lapse. That's the word I'm looking for. So I moved it over, so now it lines up properly with that side, and I went ahead and did the left side as well. Now, the left side I finished up all the way to the back here as much as I can. As you see, I do have some seats in the front of the car. They're a little off center because that's just the way the car sits. I've got part of the roof done. And, you know, I've got the one mirror because my car only has a mirror on the left side and in the center up here. So I should probably throw one of those mirrors up there as well, a rear view mirror. So if I do that, it'll just be like right there. Should be the center point. Like the center point is over 2. That should be the center. No. That's the center. Sure, let's go with that. Then we'll bring it down 2. And then we'll go over 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring it down 2. We'll just go ahead and fill this in with the normal stone block. Now, I did run out of black, not concrete, black wool while I was working on the tires, so I did have to get some more, and I have run out of my, there it goes, got a little rear view mirror. I have run out of the stone a couple times. As you see in my bags, I don't have much there. I've got a whole bunch of this block, but I'm not currently using that, nor am I using the smooth stone. I am using the yellow. I will be using the red here shortly as well. And then in this bag, as you see, I'm running low on the white wool. Now, obviously, I have 5 more blocks of white wool, so that should be pretty easy to get a hold of. But now all we need to do on this thing is get the back started. So if I look over on my second screen here, I should be able to pull up the image of the back of the Bug. Now, you see the tires only go halfway up. Now, that's the same case for over here as well. Kind of like the way that I did those headlights. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. Now, for this, that was just a placeholder. Don't worry about the yellow. Go ahead and put that up there. Grab that block because we are going to need it for sure. So now, if we get started on this, so we'll come over to where the wheel is on it. Actually, we'll come over to here. But, oh, where should I start this? So I'm probably going to do the same thing where I get an outline of it going, and then I push it back the way that I did the front of the Bug. That seemed to work pretty well, so that's probably what I'm going to do back here to get it all lined up and whatnot. As you see, I don't have the back windows on yet because that is going to be difficult to do without getting the back in there first. Now, I didn't put any glass in this window, so I can actually get into the vehicle. As you see, let me look that way. There we go. So now if I go out the window, you can see me there. I am actually in the car at a good height too. So if we're sitting in first person, you know, we can see out the windshield, see out the windows, look around, check out our mirror that's sitting out there that we can't currently see, and our rear view mirror there. So now if I were to get out of this, what does it do? Oh, it makes me swim. Okay, so I swim out of the car. Got it. All right, so I'm going to get this outline done real quick, and I'll pop back to you guys as soon as that outline is there, and then we will start working on actually pushing it back and getting it lined up. Don't mind my little blocks here. They were helping me figure out how to get everything lined up, and I will get rid of that black line on the ground as well. So here we go. We are going to go ahead and start getting this outline, so I will see you guys in a second. All right, so after a little while of work, we now have the back end completely outlined. So that will make it easier for pushing everything forward and, you know, getting the curvature and everything that needs to be done, like I did with the front up here, which took me a little while to figure out. Now, it's not exactly perfect, but I mean, it's a completely blocked game and I'm making a rounded car. What do you expect from me? expect perfection, because you ain't getting it with me. You're getting pretty close, at least. I'm going to clean up this line right now, since I don't really need it anymore. It's pretty much served its purpose, so might as well get rid of it. Get rid of the black line all the way around to the vehicle. All right, so yeah, it has served its purpose. Now all we need to do is take this outline and turn it into an actual back of a vehicle. That's going to be the tricky part, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to have my actual car. Minecraft. I mean, I've gotten a lot of it pretty built. I don't doubt that this is going to be a long episode. I mean, if you guys have made it this far, definitely leave a like. Let me know what you think of the build, and let me know if there's any other builds you want to see, because like this is awesome, and that is still spasming out over there. And if we go look real quick, I want to check it out because it's a little over full. You look, everything on this box, minus the rotten potatoes, so 2048 and 2048. So that's what's holding us up right now, are maters. And then that stuff, because, you know, we don't particularly use that stuff very much. Let's see if I can empty out a bunch of it, and we get caught back up on straw. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff backed up inside of this thing, so yeah, that's fun. But I'm going to get to working on pushing the back of that vehicle forward and making it an actual functional, well, not functional, but an actual back end of the vehicle and make it look nice. So enjoy the time lapse of that. I know. There's been a lot of time lapses in this video. I get it. What do you expect from making a video of something this massive and detailed? So I hope you guys are still sticking through it and enjoying it. And yeah, enjoy this time lapse, and I'll see you guys on the other end. guys, so after 30 plus, that thing is still wigging out. After 30 plus hours, I have officially finished the bug. Now, those seats are a little far forward in the back. I'll probably end up moving them back. As you see, I mean, there's some little details that didn't get finished, like the inside of the fender. It's not that big of a deal to me right now. Now, eventually, I will probably fix it, but I mean, it is what, I mean, it's what it's supposed to be. I have, oh, let me get that out of my hand, get that out of my hand. F1, F4, go into free cam, and there we go. There's me rocking my bug. I mean, it took a lot of work, but I have officially built my car in Minecraft. Like, that is wild to me. I mean, look at that thing. That is wicked looking. There was definitely a lot of work, especially getting like the brake lights, the reverse lights. Don't mind the little badoop that just happened on my end. That's just a notification on the computer. But yeah, I mean, I got the brake lights, turn signals, reverse lights, the turn signals up here, the headlights, the bumpers. I got the license plate on the back, which I might make a little bigger, but for now it works. I got to fill in the license plate on the front. That's not that big of a deal, but it's done. And then we just swim on out, and yeah, it's completed. It took a lot of work and a lot of effort, and yeah, it was super fun doing this. I had a blast creating this thing and working with Chisel and Bits. And as you see over here, I did have a couple run-ins with some creepers while building this, collecting some different things. I had a couple run-ins with them. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. But yeah, so now that is a permanent part of my world. It will not be going anywhere. Hopefully Chisel and Bits will eventually become compatible with this version of Create. Now, I know older versions like 1.19, it is compatible, but this version, it is not currently compatible, and hopefully they fix that and it becomes it. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy.